Welcome to Let's Talk Jonesboro, and today our guest is M.G. Meyering, who is known as a giver to the community, I think. You know.
Well, that's very kind.
You may do a little business on the side, but he does a lot of nice things and contributes to the community. And today we're here to talk about the St. Mark's Pancake Breakfast. So tell us when, what, and what is going on over there.
Okay, well, thank you, Bill. This is the 57th year that St. Mark's has put on this pancake breakfast. And I don't have any proof, but I think it's the oldest fundraiser now in Jonesboro, which is kind of cool that it's hung
cool.
around that
As somebody
long.
who's almost 57,
Yeah,
I think it's very cool.
Yeah, I was going to say it's older than me. No,
Well,
not really.
No, it's not really as old as me, but I like being at almost 57.
Almost, and that almost.
That's a good
curve.
range. That's right.
So it's going to be held at St. Mark's, where it's always held at. Pancakes, bacon, sausage, and of course all of the drinks and stuff that go along with that. So if you are in the mood for a really good breakfast in the morning and probably a lazy day after that, it would be good for you and your family to come down to St. Mark's Saturday, January 28th at 6:30. It's going to be open 6:30 to 11:30, and we will cook it up for you.
I'll be closer to the back half of that because I don't stay up as late till 6:30. But
yeah, you sleep in a little bit.
Just
longer.
a little. Oh yeah, I go to sleep. Yes.
But tickets are $6 a piece, so it's it's very, very reasonable.
It is reasonable, and it serves. First of all, how many people do you normally serve? Do you know? Is everybody?
We were actually doing well during COVID. We had people that came in their masks and stuff, and 6 feet apart. So we had to make accommodations for that. But even during the pandemic, we were open and we had our pancake days. Normally, I would say throughout the day, 350, 400 maybe.
Very nice.
But,
That's a lot of pancakes.
we're always looking to grow.
And no one eats just one pancake.
No. And you know what? And every year we have tons of leftovers. So yeah. So it's not that it's we want to feed. So come. We want to feed.
So the church is located at?
It's 531 West College Avenue. It's right behind Jonesboro High School.
Jonesboro High School, Dairy Queen. Don't stop and get a hot dog.
No, don't stop
on
at
that
Dairy.
day.
Not on that day. Don't go to Dairy Queen.
Later.
You can go there on Sunday. On Saturday, come to St. Mark's. Saturday, January 28th.
January 28th.
Yes.
I will be there.
Okay. $6 a ticket. You buy tickets at the door. Tickets are available through people that go to St. Mark's. If you know someone that goes to St. Mark's, say, hey, got a ticket for me?
Yeah, very cool.
And they'll get you a ticket because they mailed them out to us to sell. So I've got some to sell, and
You're on the hook for that.
I'm on the hook for that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give you $6.
Okay.
Maybe 12. We'll see. But that's a good thing. That's a good project. And tell us who benefits.
Well, I'll tell you what we do with the men's club of St. Mark's puts this on every year. Okay. And we use the money for all different types of community services. We give to the Salvation Army. We did a lot of benefactorial type of services during COVID. Future for Felons, we've given to them. We have done several projects where we have donated goods or services to different little building projects around Jonesboro. The men's club have, and so that's what we've used the money for. It all goes back into the community,
and that's very good. And one thing I want to touch on is because I've seen the struggle of people who have committed felonies paid their dues, paid their price, and have a hard time getting a job back in the real world because
Right.
there's a box that you have to check. And it seems a little contradictory to say we're a nation of second chances, and then once you've paid your debt to society and trying to turn your life around, because if you weren't doing pretty good, they wouldn't let you out. And
That's right.
And
That's right.
I think a future for felons is a very worthy and noble cause.
It is. That's, we all deserve a second chance. Case in point, had a job opportunity for a carpenter, and he had been a felon. And I did not know this when I was interviewing him, but he said, "I just think I need to tell you that I had been a felon." And so I, my first thought, like anybody else, would be like, "Oh, do I want you?
Yeah.
Do I want you around my studio? Do I want you at my clients?" And I thought, you know what? He deserves a second chance, just like everybody else does. I think openness is a fair thing for everybody, for everybody to know. But I think what's more important is the rehabilitation.
Yeah.
And if the state feels that that person is good enough to be back in society, then who am I to
I
say
agree.
that they aren't?
agree.
Until something happens. But
Right.
something could happen to any of us at any time.
Those of us who have been fortunate to have a second chance at something are understand the value of that.
That's
And
right.
I think that's
right.
most anybody who's lived very long.
Right, and we do a lot. We give a lot to the Salvation Army as well, and we have a food ministry, Helping Hands Food Ministry, that we give a lot to that ministry as well, because there are a lot of people that are not food sufficient in Jonesboro, and there's a big homeless problem as well. So those are two issues that we're trying very hard to keep tabs on. Of course, we always do at St. Mark's. We do the Saturday St. Mark's Kitchen
Right.
that puts on the lunch for people who, and that's for anybody.
And you know what? Those are the causes that truly help the homeless. We have a homeless problem. It's hard to get a grasp sometimes for people, I think, on somebody who's really homeless, who's in need, and of course we know the Christian concept is to give to those who ask, but you still want to maintain a responsible city, and we're living
Absolutely.
in a strange world order right now. And
Yeah.
I think we have learned through the process that giving to the nonprofits that take care of the homeless is a better approach than handing out stuff on the street corner.
Right.
Because you want to get those people in the process where they can really get known, find ways to help themselves,
Yeah.
and hopefully become self-sufficient again.
Right. Get them into a system that's going to help them.
Correct.
Not just right now, but hopefully tomorrow.
Right.
And maybe not just with food today, but with a job tomorrow, or with
Correct.
clothing tomorrow, or a
100%.
car to drive.
That's
Yeah. Right.
That's right. So
Exactly.
that's an important detail. Now, as I said, MG is big in the volunteer community, and you also work with the Delta Symphony Orchestra.
I'm the
right?
president of the Delta Symphony Orchestra.
President.
And president of the board. Yeah.
Of the board.
President.
That
And I
doesn't-
guess that means the president of the organization
Okay.
too.
Yeah. How'd you get into that? Are you?
I've just always appreciated everything that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
And they are a very, a lot of people don't know that we have a symphony here in Jonesboro.
Isn't that something?
And they've been around for over 45 years, and under the conduction of Neil Barty, Dr. Neil Barty, and we put on between 4 and 5 concerts a year, and we're completely nonprofit. It costs a lot of money to put on a concert.
Yeah.
And so we are very strident with our money and very frugal you know. But it's a great organization with great people, a lot of talent, and people that have really and we have a board of directors that has some fine people on it, people that, you know, whose names you would recognize right off the bat, and who help and are involved in other things as well. So I am really proud to be a part of that, and right now to be leading the board. I'm really proud
That you should be proud, because I know it's competitive. The positions in the orchestra are competitive,
Mm-hmm.
and so you really, when MG's not stretching the truth when he says there's a lot of talent in there. And I also happen to know that you got to play maestro one time.
I
That's
did.
That's the easiest job in the world, isn't it?
Well, it's really kind of funny because that's something that is always auctioned off once a year at our gala that we have. And one year I was putting my hat in for that, and the general manager of KAIT at that time was trying to get it too. And so he and I had fun just going back and forth, just one-upping each other, you know, getting the bid. And finally I got the bid. And yeah, I did that. And so that's something that, you know, you can always have fun saying, yes, I got to.
But Dr. Bartee is so respected, but he's keeping time. That's nothing to that, is there?
He makes it look so easy.
That's what I should have said that way. Yeah.
But, you know, for someone who does not have a music background, I mean, I learned to play the piano. And then at 7, I gave that up, you know, went to go play with the ball outside. But he makes it look so easy. But, you know, there's a talent to it. There's a rhythm
there
to
is,
it.
and I hope everyone recognizes how tongue-in-cheek I'm being right here, because it's very, everything about that is cool, and it was
a lot of fun though. It was a lot of fun.
You didn't mess up.
I didn't mess up, and you know, of course, the orchestra's probably going,
I'm following this guy.
Okay, you know, I know what I'm doing here. You go do what you're doing, MG. I'm doing,
Right.
But it was a lot of fun.
That's very cool. That's very cool. You get to coach LeBron or something. That's the same thing, right? Coaching extreme talent.
Yeah, that would be.
That's what you were doing.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
That'd be cool. I'm good. Well, tell us one more time about the pancake breakfast.
Okay, so the pancake breakfast is Saturday, January 28th. Starts at 6:30, goes to 11:30, and they will be making pancakes and bacon and sausage, and of course all the drinks, the milk and juice and all that, coffee. And it's $6 a ticket. Get you in. They do have tickets at the door, but if you know of anybody that goes to St. Mark's, hunt them down for tickets, and it'll be a lot of fun. It always is.
It will be.
Yeah.
Hey, MG, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Bill. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Happy
brother.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's getting deep. We'll be wishing each other again pretty soon. You guys take care. We'll see you next time on Let's Talk Jonesboro.